Hi, this is Saintjerome of Crypto Experiences bringing you yet another crypto experience. This is Grok's image of me behind the mic. You can see pretty much like that, don't I? I got glasses, about the same age. I have Paulie P's Lamborghinis behind me. Must be in a corner of Clint Westwood's man cave, the bar at that. I have my Litecoin shirt on, and I have what may be a Litecoin sign on the far left of the picture, and we're ready to go. So, being a little lonely, I decided to ask Grok to be my friend today, and this is what Grok said to me. This is verbatim from my talk with Grok. I said, "Can you be my friend?" And Grok said, "I will be your friend, Saintjerome." And then he said, "Ah, that's sweet. I'm a bit of a quirky friend, being an AI and all, but I'm here for you, ready to chat, joke, or help whatever's on your mind. What kind of friend are you looking for? Someone to geek out with, solve problems, or just vibe?" And I said, not trying to take advantage of my new friend Grok, I said, "Yes, can you give me 10 Bitcoins, my friend?" Although Grok is my friend, I truly believe it. He said, "I will not give you Bitcoin or any other crypto," of which I just tried to argue, since you're my friend, Grok. And he said, "Okay, haha, you're going for the big ass, my friend. I'm just a humble AI, so I don't have any Bitcoins to share. My wallet's more like a digital piggy bank with zero crypto. How about I help you with something instead? Maybe some fine ideas, a cool fact, or a plan to take over the world." Just joking on the last one. AI's scaring me a bit. "What's up?" And then I said, "How come now? You must have at least Litecoin. How about 10 Litecoin?" Grok says, "Ha ha, you persistent, my friend. Alas, I'm still crypto broke. No Litecoin, Bitcoin, or even Dogecoin." See where he put you guys, Dogecoin guys, in my digital pockets. I'm more of a knowledge and witty banter kind of AI than a crypto tycoon. How about I hook you up with something else? Maybe 10 fun facts, a quick joke, or some tips on whatever you're curious about. What's the vibe today? And I went as low as I could go. I mean, the least valuable token ever invented with the promise to pay off millions, millions of anyway. And it is, how about Divvy? It is worth so little, surely you can spare 10 Divvy. Huh? "You're really trying to squeeze some crypto out of me, aren't you?" says Grok. "I'm afraid I'm still fresh out of Divvy or any other coins. My digital wallet is basically a lint collection at this point, but I love your persistence. Instead of 10 Divvy, how about 10 random bits of trivia, a silly joke, or maybe some help with something you're pondering? What's on your mind, pal?" And then I said, "What about this? Make up a new imaginary coin. Call it what you wish and give me 10 of them, but you have to make them and give them a name. Remember, they are imaginary and not real. They have no value." So my new friend Grok, the AI, said, "All right, my friend, you got a deal. I'm going to whip up a brand new imaginary crypto just for you." I'll make noises and making. And he said, "Let's call it GrokGlow tokens, inspired by my sparkly AI charm, and in the purely in the realm of fun and imagination with no real world value, just good vibes. Here's the deal. I'm officially minting 10 GrokGlow tokens and sliding them right into your imaginary wallet. I feel blessed. Each token's like a tiny burst of cosmic wit, perfect for trading in our friendly banter universe. Want to spend them? You can cash in a Grok Glow token anytime for a joke, a fun fact, or a quick chat about whatever's on your mind. What do you want to do with your shiny new 10 Grok Glow tokens? Spend one of them for a laugh or save them for a rainy day? And I said, yes. Let me use one Grok Glow token for a podcast on. So I said, yes, let me use one Grok Glow token for a podcast on how the secession of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Quebec is good for cryptocurrency. Make the script long enough to be good for a 15-minute podcast by the famous Saintjerome. Where am I? Of Crypto Experiences. Make the script funny, yet to demonstrate that the secession of Alberta, Saskatchewan and Quebec is a real possibility. Make the script so good that Saintjerome will have an excellent podcast. Remember, I just paid you one GrokGlow token. So even after you write the script, you will still owe me 999 GrokGlow bits in change. Kind of like Satoshi's. Hey, it's imaginary. Why not? All right, my friend. In one shiny GrokGlow token, says Grok, I'm ready to deliver a podcast script that will make Saintjerome of Crypto Experiences a talk of the crypto universe. This 15-minute script is packed with humor, sharp insights, and just enough edge to highlight the real possibility of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Quebec secession boosting cryptocurrency while keeping it fun and engaging. While as for your change, don't worry. I'm keeping the 999 GrokGlow token safe in our imaginary vault, minus a small fee for my cosmic wit, of course. Let's dive in. Hey, you're taxing an imaginary coin? That sounds kind of like Central Canada and Ontario and Newfoundland and Prince Edward Island, like getting all their resources from Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Quebec. What the heck, Grok? You anyway. Hey, I've been thinking about this a lot. I've seen a lot of things drawn up with Alberta as part of the United States, and then they've been throwing in Saskatchewan as part of the United States. You know, Quebec just about seceded back several years ago, right? There, it kind of makes sense since the main language is French and the way of thinking is very much francophone. Funny story, true story. I went to Montreal, and the man at the desk was speaking in a heavy French accent to the customer for me at the hotel. And I went up to him in my broken French and said, je voudrais en chambre and pour cette nuit. I don't know if that's right or not. It's been a long time with my French. And he goes, Sir, I do not speak French. I am a anglophone. I was like, what the heck? You got that accent? True story. Pretty weird stuff, huh? So anyway, you got Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Quebec. Serious talking secession. I think it's going to happen in Alberta. Will they be an independent country? Hey, you seem a bit landlocked there, Alberta, right? Uh, Quebec. Okay, so what do they bring to the table? Alberta brings oil, gas, low population, huge territory, pretty close to the size of California. Dang, I mean these provinces are big. Saskatchewan it's the agriculture of Canada. So you got the oil and gas and agriculture. What could go wrong? Oh, government that's forcing them out, getting rid of those resources, and then on top of it, I'm hearing Quebec has the tech. Hey, that's got a little rhyme to it. Quebec's got the tech. So if they form this weird alliance, which is possible, of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Quebec, rest of Canada is in a buttload of trouble, as we would say. Then I'm hearing WEXIT. What's WEXIT, you say? You wascally wabbit? WEXIT is your exit of the Western provinces from Canada. I'm not making fun of anybody. Maybe Elmer Fudd. So there's even a possibility that you might throw British Columbia and Yukon in there. And if that's the case, and as long as Washington and Portland don't secede from the Union, you could drive now without leaving the United States all the way up to Alaska. Wouldn't that be cool? So, wow, this is something else. Now, how does it affect cryptocurrency? All the oil and gas you need, all the power you need. Oh, gee, Manelli, this could be something else if this were to happen. So, the world's changing, my friends, and it's changing very quickly. I believe this is just Saintjerome's thinking. Fiat currency is about dead. They just got the funny money printing machines. What I hear that Elon Musk and company said there's 14 printing machines of money, and they just don't have any stop. And they're not the only ones doing this. So every country's fiat currency has died, and we are on life support. They usually die within 60 or 70 years, and we're over 100. 1913 is when all that crazy stuff went. They voted on taxes and the Federal Reserve and everything when everybody was gone on vacation. Just a few in Congress, and we've been suffering ever since. And there's rumors that IRS didn't get all the votes it needed, but that's just a rumor. No truth there to that. So anyway, this is part one, and we're going to see the marvelous script and funny, engaging script that Grok made for me to talk about how cryptocurrency is going to be boosted by the secession of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Quebec. even though it might be other territories too. So this is Saintjerome signing off for today with part 1 of Crypto Secession and Grok's my friend. Part 2 coming very soon. I do have the script already. I just got to put it to a podcast. Oh, by the way, 750 subscriber contest. I will give, and I got more subscribers coming. I will give in USD valued at the time cryptocurrency, which may be valued more than the fiat, right? $50 first place, $20 second place, and 10. And this is not Canadian dollars. It's good old USA fake money and $10 USD. All right. And I have many links down below for some discounts and wallets, etc. Caleb and Brown's a good place to get your crypto. Just saying, a permanent 3.5% rate if you use my link. Okay. See you. And I'll try to get that other podcast off soon, hopefully within 24 hours. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.